Hello and welcome back to Atelier Meruru, everybody. Last video we made quite a bit of progress on the world map after I got a little bit lost. But anyways, we have made progress. We've cleared the road all the way from Arles up to our new location, Handle Forest, and we have a lot of storyline stuff to do here. So without any further ado, because you've all waited long enough as it is, let's go.
Wow! It's trees as far as the eye can see! It's not gonna be easy to turn this into farmland. But if I don't take care of this, we're gonna be in deep trouble once more people start arriving. I gotta just do it. I'll never learn anything if I don't start somewhere.
Alright, so let's go. You can see here that we have green ponies like we were seeing in Harmony Creek. And we're also going to be running into these little mandragoras again. And you need to be really careful of these guys because they can sneak up on you. They're very, very small and they kind of blend in with the grass. So make sure you don't run into them unexpectedly. Our first task is going to be to get rid of all of the wood in this area and thin out the forest.
Let's just do this.
See what I mean? I didn't even see these little mandragoras. They snuck up on me and attacked me, but luckily I'm ready for them. Gained a couple of levels, and we need to be able to do this before we can advance on. Now the reason I said to collect Ish in Moria Forest is because the stuff in the other forest is much better quality, and that's going to be really crucial for making those pieces of dense wood that we need for the request. It's a lot easier just to get the stuff from the other forest, make the dense wood before you get here, thin out these trees, and then do it all in one trip, because it takes a couple of days to travel on the world map, and time is definitely of the essence in this game. So now that the forest has been cleared out and people have magically moved in before our very eyes, we are going to deliver the wood that we made. So we have 3 pieces, C quality, and that will finish the job. Thank you for your assistance. It has allowed us to develop the farmland ahead of schedule. And isn't it amazing that with 3 pieces of wood he was able to build a huge shack like that? I think so. I also noticed that there's a bunch of new things to collect in the area. There's going to be some fruit, fluffy fur. Usually animals drop these, but you can just harvest these right from the ground, which is great. And bamboo. Bamboo works as wood, so if you have crappy quality Ish and you still haven't made the dense wood, you can use bamboo as an alternative, which is quite nice as well. So if this is your first time here, then work slowly, do what you can, and you can use the ponies to train and the mandragoras to train, because they will both give you pretty good experience compared to what you've been getting in the beginning. And I wouldn't recommend walking across the bridge if this is your first time here, because it's going to prompt you into a boss battle, as you'll see here.
I've never seen a monster like that before. It doesn't look too scary though. Wait, no. Rufus keeps telling me how I'll be sorry if I go on judging things by their appearance. I might not have enough items. I'm not sure. I can give it a shot, but it might be tough.
Alright, so this little bunny is going to give you a heck of a time at the start of the game. And if we go to development, it doesn't actually tell you a recommended level. There are some battles that you do where it will tell you a level. They'll say, well, I recommend you be at level such and such. I would probably recommend being at level 10, and like I said, if you've got bombs, then that is going to help you out greatly. If you're going to do this battle, then I strongly recommend having a couple of healing items if you need it, and Kana can also heal. Crafts are good. but bombs are even better. I wouldn't recommend doing this battle without bombs to begin with, but since I'm already a high level, this isn't going to be a big problem for me.
Let's just do this.
You also get boss music, which is awesome. So you can see there's a lot of bunnies here. Our only objective is to take out
Leave it to me.
the prickly bunny, the one that's holding the uni in its hand. However, in order to take care of the prickly bunny, we have to take care of every other bunny on the screen as well. So it's a lot of bunnies, it's very overwhelming, so you need to plan a good strategy, but if you finish it, you get some money and lots of experience. So you should be able to gain at least a level,
I feel like I got a little stronger.
maybe 2 levels, depending on your level.
Training is paying off.
We get some good quality stuff from the battle, and we're able to advance onward. We can fight some turnip bunnies, which were the other bunnies that we saw in the battle with the prickly bunny. You can go ahead and you can harvest some more stuff before you leave if you feel like you need to. All this stuff is going to go into my container for later. And then that's pretty much all you have to do in Handle Forest. As soon as you finish those 3 tasks, everything will be done. You get a whole bunch of development points for it, so it's recommended to go back to the castle and speak to Rufus. You'll get a couple of letters telling you what to do next. You can make some buildings, and hopefully you can go and do some more tasks and things like that. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, this should do it for now. I'll take a while to see any change, so I'll just come back later. Alright, so we also created a new path that splits off in a couple of directions. Up here we have the Pioneer Village. It's got a couple of new enemies, a couple that we haven't actually fought yet, which is what the question marks are, and a couple of new materials, so feel free to go up there if it pleases you. And we also have the Mushroom Forest. Not really an area of priority right now. I'd rather not waste my days walking there, so I'm just going to go straight back to Arles. We will be returning shortly, so we can do that on another trip. And for now, let's go pick up the letter that was sent to us. To keep the plain grass from taking over the land, I planted some carrots, which worked perfectly. But now there are too many carrots. Do you have any advice on how to handle this? Well, I don't think that I do, but Rufus sure does, so let's go talk to him. Alright, Rufus, so I have a couple of things to talk to you about. Let's first of all get our next task, which is going to be to deliver some herbicide to get rid of the carrots. And if we finish that, we'll also get an additional 5 points, which is great. So let's go back to the workshop and do that. For now, we have 110 points, so I think I'm going to use them on building the lodging facility and also to expand the marketplace. You can build 2 things at once, or as many things as you can afford at once, so don't worry about that. Now I only have 10 points, however I have 2 of the most important buildings at this time built. These are going to really help you out, so I recommend getting those. However, there's a couple of other buildings that we could get as well, if you choose to do that instead. So back to the workshop we go, and if we take a look at the paper, I think it said we needed 3 to 6 of them, just like we needed the same order as the dense wood, really. 3 to 6 of them with C grade or above. So we've learned the recipe for herbicide, and we can only make 2 of them, which is a bit of a bummer. We're going to need an additional one. So I'm going to need to pick up more poison in order to make another one of these, but I think that I'll be able to make them C rank anyways, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's use up the ingredients that we have and make these, level up our alchemy a little bit. Put some traits on it just for the fun of it. And there's probably a couple of other things in here that I could make that may be useful. I want to make some better quality supplements because the ones I have now are D quality and they're absolute crap. So I want to make a couple of C quality ones at the very least, so that if I do need to use a supplement in a recipe, it's not going to weigh the recipe down by being crappy quality, because that's the worst. Let's go with that. Let's make a couple of supplements while we're here, because they're always useful. Of course, I don't have enough cost to pick any of the traits anyways, which is kind of a bummer, but at least they're better quality, which helps. I'm gonna go and speak to Hannah for the time being. I don't think she has them in her store right now, but at one point she does get mandra roots in her store, which would have been fantastic because I could have just bought a mandra root and made that one herbicide that I need, but that's okay. We won't waste a whole lot of time by going to Handle Forest, or to Moray Forest, excuse me. I'm gonna deliver those first and get them out of my inventory, and then I need to actually make him one more to finish other requests. Getting carrots thrown at me by the ever-increasing rabbit population, that annoying grass, was better. So this poor guy is suffering a little bit. The area has been completely overgrown by carrots, so before you finish this request, if you feel like you're short on carrots for whatever reason, or you want some carrots with some traits, because remember that the carrots that Hannah has don't have traits on them, and you need the carrots for something, then I recommend going ahead and collecting a few if you'd like. Rabbits have also completely overrun the area. You are not going to find any other monsters in the forest except for carrot bunnies, and there's nothing special about them. They haven't been upgraded, and they're not stronger or anything, but I guess because there's nothing to eat but carrots, all the other animals left or something. That's just something to keep in mind, that this area is changed, but for a temporary amount of time only. Once you finish the request, it goes back to normal. And in order to complete my request, I'm gonna need to kill some mandragoras. So it's gonna take me a couple of extra days, than I would have liked to actually do this request. But that's the important thing about balancing everything out. Because I'm so high of a level, sometimes I forget to fight enemies. But there are some items that you can only get from fighting enemies. So, if you don't fight, then you miss out on these opportunities. So there's my mandra root that I need. I also have a couple of good quality items to use in other recipes. It never hurts to get a little bit extra if you feel like you might fail the synthesis, or maybe you don't have enough stuff to make another C quality item, then you might want to pick up more mandra roots, but I think I'm done. I don't want to spend too much time here. And in the 7 days that we were gone, the marketplace has been finished, the price of items at the store has been slightly reduced, the variety of items at the store has increased, and we get a nice population boost as well. And then the lodging has been finished. Our popularity has increased, and we get a whopping 500 people in our kingdom. So I'm obviously going to go back to the workshop, but if we want to take a look at our stats, you can now see that we have over 1,500 people, and 2 months ago we had 100 people. So our kingdom is increasing in population at an alarming rate, and hopefully we'll be able to complete the tasks in order to keep that trend going. I'm gonna go off screen, do a little bit of alchemy, and finish up that herbicide to complete the request. And next video we will do more requests. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.